What's up, you VeChain and VET token holders? Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to talk about VeChain because we are hitting very crucial price point. Right now, the crypto market is down. The entire crypto market is down by 5.14%. Take a look. Take a look at Bitcoin. It is down 3 to 4%. It is down 10.5% just in last 7 days. Massive deep. We have started seeing stock market is also fluctuating. It's pretty down. Right now, Nasdaq is down 1%. Dow Jones is trying to figure out where it wants to go. But is it time to fight the Fed? This is the strategists are saying that they won't really put at risk the entire economy and the housing market and the stocks that can slide about all the way to 30%. The Fed is not going to let it happen. That's what the strategists are saying. But what I'm trying to say is we are hitting a very crucial price point for VeChain. So we'll talk about that. I will pull a couple of charts and I'll share why this price point is crucial. If you remember, and if you're watching my channel regularly, you might have seen that I talked about VeChain when it hit 7.2 level, and right now we are seeing very similar pattern. We are getting into very similar price points, 7.4, 7.5 and 7.8. Not really a huge difference, and we started already seeing the volume went up. Take a look. Right now, if you take a look at the VeChain volume, we started saying it was seeing up into the uptick. We saw that it was negative 70%. Now we saw negative 35%. What it means is it really gained almost 35%. Take a look. If you take a look at this gray area right here, we started seeing more and more volume. That suggests that the VET token and VeChain got a ton of traction. Now, if you want to also think about what is the correlation between Bitcoin and VeChain, take a look. It is making a very similar chart. So it went down. This is the chart for Bitcoin. Went down, went up, and then it again went down. If you take a look, VeChain, so it's upside down U. So remember that in your mind, and take a look right here. This is VeChain chart. Take a look. So it's very similar chart. We went down, we went up with Bitcoin. We are going once again down. Right now we are in extreme fear with the index of 18. Now last month we were 28. We were in fear. Last week we were in fear. Yesterday we were in fear with extreme fear rather with 15. Today we are still in extreme fear with 18. But remember that this is going to rebound. If you take a look at this chart that I pulled for all of you, by the way, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'm not a financial advisor, but I do a ton of research. We want to share the news with more and more people. That way people can take an advantage of the situation. You want to get the information when you need the most, not after something happens. After the event has passed, there is definitely, in the hindsight, you could have done a ton. But what if you can do in real time? You can get the information in real time and you can act upon. People may have $1 million ideas, but folks, until they execute, it does not really worth anything. So remember that I'm not saying buy or sell. This is not a video about financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I really want to share my research and analysis with all of you. So take a look what happened to VeChain. We hit that 0.8 price point just before a few weeks, and after that we started going up and we went all the way to 10 level and we went back once again. This point we went back down. So you can take a look for this is last few days. Once again, this price point where we are right now is a crucial price point. It has a strong support, and VET token and VeChain has one of the bigger catalysts that is happening in last few days that you also want to remember. If you think about VeChain, we started, let me refresh this. It does seem like it got stuck, but right now we are at 791. This is precisely the price point. In last 1 year, as you see on my screen, we went up 175%. Now if you think about any other cryptocurrency, for 1 year we are seeing 10,000% plus, we are seeing 8,000% plus, we see 500% plus. VeChain is left behind a little bit. I think that's where the opportunity is. VeChain has a ton of potential. They have this partnership with Walmart that they're doing some of the great stuff, making sure that they support the supply chain management. Not only that, VeChain Foundation announced a stable coin that could create the fresh demand for VETcoin. This is very fresh news. This is recently that happened and I covered in my video as well. The VeChain Thor seems to have been preparing for the new era of DeFi finance for a while as newbie BTC reported 3 months ago that the network was upgraded after the community vote that approved the proof of authority, or POA 2.0, if you will. Now, if you think about why stablecoins are important, you have seen the wrapped Bitcoin. Now, this wrapped Bitcoin worked out pretty well, and we are seeing more and more lucrative opportunity into stablecoin because it gives us the best of the both worlds. And what I mean in terms of best of the both worlds, because their stablecoins are still cryptocurrency that attempt to peg their market value up to some external references, but it's not super volatile the way the crypto coins itself are. Now, in other words, this VUSD stablecoin will not be super volatile as VET token is. In my opinion, VET token is not really super volatile anyway, but stablecoin may be pegged against the currencies like US dollars or some of the commodities such as gold. Now, why I'm saying it's best of the both world is because stablecoin achieve their price stability via collateralization, which is backing or reserved by some assets, as well as the algorithmic mechanism. How that works is buying and selling. So it's supply versus demand, references, and that asset derivatives are priced against that particular value. So if we have more value, it tends to go, if we have more demand versus supply, it tends to go high, and vice versa. So you want to remember that, but there is there's so much potential that is coming up. According to stablecoin performance, we have seen that it plays an important role of being an intermediary stored value. So what happens is, according to some expert, the rise of stablecoin helps the market and cryptocurrency becoming more and more valuable, giving traders a stable place to put their money amid the inherent volatility in the crypto market. And today is the best example. They have also become so deeply into the system that the government feels compelled to regulate entity issuing stablecoin, which is okay because more regulation in stablecoin will help stabilize the market. The crypto tokens are not going anywhere. So once again, I wanted to repeat myself and wanted to tell you that this is a pretty crucial price point. We have seen that over and over and over again. This you are seeing the month of September, October-ish in 2021 when we hit 7.9 and we went all the way up. Once again, we saw 7.9 just before a few days and we went back up all the way to 10 level. And once again, we are almost into the 7.4, 7.5 zone. I believe that if crypto market gets a little bit more push into south, we are going to see that very, very soon. Particularly for VeChain, one more thing that you want to note is the market cap. VeChain's market cap is 5.1 billion, which is nothing compared to many other crypto. If you take a look, VeChain, how many tokens we see in circulation is close to 65 billion VET token, which is not humongous. It's the way we see Shiba Inu token, they are in trillions. We see Dogecoin, they are almost 132 or 133 billion. And VeChain is solving some of the real world problem. What is that? The use case of identifying a unique transaction. And that's why one of the biggest retailer, Walmart, is using VeChain into their supply chain management system. Not only that, they also they put the foot into the door into the finance industry and have the tie-up with the MasterCard to help support the supply chain management and back it up into the Asian and Australian region. So there is a ton of potential that VeChain has. It is going to be a long race. So you want patience is the key with VeChain. I totally believe in 2022 there is a ton of potential that this crypto VeChain can hit 10x. It can turn a massive return on the investment. 7 cents can be 79 cents very, very soon in 2022. With all that, I just wanted to say hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.